copulate for the sake of producing good children, certain rituals to follow before doing so. Most people have no idea of these things. If we tell them, they won't be enthusiastic also. If we say, well, it's worth following because you'll get good children, their idea of a good child is someone who goes to IIT and then gets a job in America, and then abandons the parents. When the children in America have children, then they call over the parents to look after the children. But then when the parents get too old, they just leave them in some old age home to rot and die. Smiling. I don't think it's funny. No, marriage is troublesome. But you don't need to get married to have sex. So why bother? And then you have live-in relationship. That's also troublesome. So you just go from one woman to another. This is, as Srila Prabhupada says here, like the life of hogs and dogs. People may think that, yeah, a hog's life is good, a dog's life is good. Srila Prabhupada in one talk in America said that if you live an irresponsible life, then you'll become a dog in your next life. And after the talk, someone said, well, I don't see anything wrong with becoming a dog. Srila Prabhupada said, you have my blessing. But actually, if you just want to enjoy without any rules, it's better to be a dog. There are no rules for dogs. Sometimes some Hindus arrange a wedding for dogs. Something to counteract Mangala dosha or something like that. But otherwise, they have no marriage, the male has no responsibility. He just impregnates the female and then she's on her own with the puppies. So although still there's an idea of marriage in society, but what they call marriage is not what your forefathers considered to be marriage. The idea is, or previously, the idea is you live a civilized, restrained life, respectable life. There was no question of divorce. There was no question of extramarital affairs. Of course, such things were not totally unknown, but they were not the norm and they were frowned upon. Nowadays, it's just, all the time I hear divorce. They get married for happiness, but they find the situation is so intolerable, they think, oh, forget it, leave it. Or I married you, but actually I like the guy in the office better, so kick you out and I'll take the guy in the office, take him away from his wife and take him over for myself for a few years, then I'll go on to someone else. Is there truth in what I'm saying? So my best advice to young men is don't marry. Because young women are so badly trained in the present time, there'll just be so much trouble. It'll just completely mess up your life totally. Marriage is troublesome by its nature, married life. But at the present time, the women are trained to be nasty to men. Especially the more educated they are, the worse they are, in general. Not that all are like that, but it's increasingly becoming like that.